Hi, welcome to the live training today. We are talking about what can productivity look like, and this is the three-step process that allows you to be energized even after the 5 p.m. slump that we all always experience. And so I want you to think about how often you find yourself by 8 p.m. or even 5 p.m. dragging your feet, feeling like your body's ready to give out, but you still have tasks staring back at you from your to-do list. And maybe even with everything you've done, you realize you haven't done a single thing that's just for you. So maybe it's answering one last email, folding the laundry you promised yourself that you would get to, or trying to muster up the energy to spend quality time with your family. But instead, you're running on fumes, you're frustrated that pain's calling all the shots. And we've all been told those same solutions like take more breaks, block out extra time, pace yourself, or even this is just your new normal. But the thing I want to ask you is this: how has that been working for you? I know it never worked for me. And so today I'm going to share the three things that a lot of people overlook, things that don't just change how you manage chronic pain, but they transform the way you approach productivity. And these steps will help you get things done without crashing. And that way you can feel like the person you were before pain took over everything, before pain took over your day. So let's dive in. And if we haven't met, if you're new here or if you're watching the replay, I'm Dr. Anna Redmond. I'm a pain psychologist. I'm a chronic pain strategist. I'm the creator of the anti-threat system for pain recovery and founder of the Breaking Through Pain program. I help ambitious women who are ready to reclaim their lives from pain by guiding them to discover a recovery path that's as unique as they are without feeling like they have to choose between their goals and their well-being. And today I want to dive into something that might surprise you. It's not about finding that next treatment or technique, and it's definitely not a quick fix. Instead, we're kind of flipping the switch. We're flipping the script. Rather than focusing on external strategies or the endless to-do list, I'm going to show you how understanding what really drives you, what matters most to you, can actually be the game changer for your productivity, for your energy, and even your recovery. So this approach is counterintuitive because we're not starting with pain or tasks, we're starting with you. And when you learn how to focus your time and energy in a way that's deeply personal and meaningful, everything begins to shift. So let's explore how this can help you stop spinning your wheels and start making progress that actually feels good. So before we dive deeper, if you're already prepared or ready to take the next step in your recovery, don't forget to book a call with me. This is a call where we can explore and talk about your pain management strategies, see where we can optimize that, and explore how we can work together to apply some of these things specifically to your life. And I think this could be a moment where things really start to shift for you. So comment book in the comments, or you can click the link that I've provided there. So let's kind of really dive into the topic today. So the question I always like to ask people is, have you ever felt like no matter how much you push through pain, you're still left running on empty at the end of the day? And if your answer to that is yes, that's very common. You're not just sitting back waiting for things to change. You're putting in the effort. You're crossing items off your to-do list. You're pushing through the discomfort to make sure everything gets done. But by the end of the day, you're feeling completely drained, flared up, and like something important is missing. And you want more than just survival. Of course you do. You want to feel energized when you wake up. You want to feel in control of your life. And you want to be deeply connected to what truly matters to you. Imagine ending the day feeling satisfied instead of stuck in that cycle of exhaustion. Picture yourself for a moment being present for the things that you love, like laughing with your partner after dinner, or instead of nursing pain alone on the couch, or spending time with your kids or friends without feeling distracted by your discomfort. That is the life that you long for. This is a life where you can thrive, not just endure. But when you're caught in this relentless cycle of pushing through, something critical happens and you become disconnected from the things that matter the most to you, your relationships, your passions, and even your sense of purpose. So instead of moving toward a fulfilling life, it's kind of like you're stuck in survival mode. You're going through the motions, but you're missing out on the moments that make life rich and meaningful. And every time you power through, there might be a fleeting sense of accomplishment, but it comes at a cost: flare ups, crashes, and overwhelming fatigue. So I want to tell you that this is kind of what the pain industry gets wrong. For years, many women that I've talked to have been taught to focus on managing the pain itself, reacting to the symptoms, finding temporary relief, following advice like pace yourself or just rest. Doctors and therapists might give you tools to handle the pain, but what they don't do is look at the bigger picture of your life, what you have to manage day to day, what drives your energy, and what truly matters to you. And the truth is, most approaches stop at the surface. They focus on managing pain without considering how pain fits into your unique daily life. And let's face it, life does not pause for chronic pain. You still have responsibilities to juggle, people depending on you, and goals that you want to achieve. And this is where the traditional approach really falls short. It's not reactive. It's reactive, not proactive. And it tells you how to deal with pain, but it doesn't offer a tangible, personalized way to take back control of your life. And instead, you're stuck trying to balance pain management with an overwhelming to do list, never finding the deeper relief or the fulfillment that you're looking for. This constant pushing through without anchoring your actions to what truly matters leaves you spinning your wheels. Okay, you check things off your list, but it's at the expense of your energy, your relationships, your overall well-being. You kind of just feel like a passenger in your own life. You're always reacting to what the pain dictates instead of driving toward the life that you want. um, in this surface approach, the industry's surface approach, it's a grind, and it puts your nervous system in a constant state of alert. It makes you more sensitive to pain, more prone to pain flare-ups. And it's like running a marathon without any actual finish line. You just keep pushing, but there's no relief, no reward, just burnout. So without connecting your daily actions to the things that are a deeper value for you, each step you take feels hollow. You accomplish tasks, but it doesn't feel like progress, it's just survival. And so here's the truth, and I'm always here to tell you the truth. To break this cycle, you need a proactive, values driven approach that anchors your actions in what truly matters to you. Imagine starting your day not by reacting to your pain or your to do list, but by focusing on the things that energize you and align with what your true priorities are. This shift doesn't just ease the mental burden, but it transforms how you move through life. When your actions reflect your values, you are not just managing pain, you're living with purpose. And this kind of intentional alignment can help you focus on what genuinely fulfills you, feel more in control of your time and energy, reduce flare-ups by breaking the stress pain cycle, reclaim joy and connection in your relationships. And the best part is, this isn't a process that takes years to figure out. In just a week, you can create a personalized system that aligns your actions with your values, giving you back control of your days and your energy. And this is where my value alignment process comes in. It's not about following a cookie cutter solution, adding more tasks to your plate. It's about uncovering what truly matters to you and creating a system that prioritizes your needs and desires. This way, you can start to live a life of intention and fulfillment, even though you may still have some chronic pain. And in my Breaking Through Pain program, we use a simple 3-step method to create this values driven approach. So I work with my clients and we go deep to uncover their core values. So we identify the beliefs, the passions, the priorities that make them who they are. For example, if family time is a top value for them, we build a strategy that protects and enhances those moments, even on challenging days. And so I had a client who worked full time, had chronic pain, was a mother, had been a specialist after specialist, and she really wanted to be able to just feel present in those moments with her family instead of just doing for her family. Through identifying that value, and then the next step, which is aligning her energy, and then the next step, which is intentional action, we were able to help her be more active with her family while experiencing less flare ups over time. So first, we uncover the core values. Second, we align your energy. So my program, we talk about what energizes you, what drains you, and this allows us together to craft a daily plan that matches your unique rhythm. So you can read books and you can get all the apps and they'll tell you all the tools, but nobody's talking to you about how to align that with what really lights you up and how to craft a daily plan that matches your rhythm that's going to accelerate your recovery. By working smarter, not harder, you maximize your energy and you minimize stress. And I show them how to do this. Finally, the third step is take intentional action. So with your values and your energy and focus, then you can with my clients, I create a personalized action plan that puts them back in the driver's seat. So they not only feel more productive, but they also experience fewer flare-ups and more joy throughout their day. So you can see this method isn't about forcing change. It's about building a life that supports you, where you can find yourself thriving, not in spite of pain and not despite pain, but because you've learned to live in alignment with what truly matters to you. And you've learned exactly how to do this. Finally, as my clients start to integrate values into their daily life, they create a flow. I call this a rhythm of renewal. It feels incredible and authentically reflects who they are at their core. So, this is not just another program, it's really a transformative experience that's tailored to you. So, unlike standard care, my approach goes beyond just managing symptoms, and it really gives you the power to live life that aligns with your true purpose, your joy, your vitality. I'm with you every step of the way, providing high touch support and personalized strategies to make the journey uniquely yours so that your path to joy and purpose starts right with you. Just to give you, and it's a proven system. So, one example of when this has worked for one of my clients, she came to me completely overwhelmed. She was stuck in a cycle of pain and exhaustion. She was always prioritizing other people, telling me, I feel like I'm running on empty. I have nothing left for myself. And together we went through this process of talking through her core values. She had a love for creativity and movement that she hadn't nurtured in years. And through this value alignment process, she found small, realistic ways to weave writing, gentle movement, and self care into her day. Small, realistic ways that she could very easily build from over time. And we gave her a plan for that. And these changes helped her not only manage her pain and experience less flare ups, but she also experienced renewed energy and purpose and was able to extend her energy for a longer time throughout the day instead of crashing at 5 p.m. And today she's thriving. She has fewer flare ups. She has more balance. She has a life that she tells me is filled with moments that truly matter. So I want to make this happen for you. If you are ready to take a proactive approach where you're not just living despite pain, but you're actively creating a life where you're in control and you're working toward your recovery, I want you to seriously consider booking a call with me below. During this pain recovery diagnostic call, we will examine your current routine. We'll talk about areas that aren't aligned with what you truly want, and we'll explore how my program can accelerate your recovery. Because again, it's not just about getting by, it's about stepping into a life that's really in harmony with what lights you up. So comment book below or click the calendar link that I've provided in the comments, and let's just get you started on this path to change that is actually meaningful and sustainable. And I don't see any questions here today. I want to thank anyone who attended live and also those of you watching the replay. And I look forward to the next live training. I'll talk to you soon.